You're listening to KYST 89.3, The Bowl. The Bowl. And now time for South Tucson Youth Football. Simulcast on AM 1400, The Ground. And on South Tucson Local Access Channel 22.
Oh, man.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is South Tucson Youth Football. It is the Corso Cup. I'm Brian. I'm flying solo for the moment, but we've got quite the lineup today. There is your first slate of games. It is a straight-up knockout tournament. We're going to go through the 4 games we're going to be showing you. We're going to be doing them all back-to-back, cutting to all of them. We saw that was Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing and Cramblers, Ballet Bobs, and Danish Lou's Chutney House in the Midwest South Tucson Regional, Francois Creperie, the 10 seed, and Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm, the 7 seed. There are your games. We got 3 games later today. Of course, you can see the Creamy Surprise, our overall number 1 seed as the defending champions of the league. They get a first-round bye. They'll be watching for the winners of this first slate of games. A lot to talk about. We got 4 games going. We're going to go right to one of them right now. I believe we're going to go right to start off with Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing and Cramblers, House of Gags, and Actual Items. Of course, all the games will be able to be tracked at the top of your screen. Here we go. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing starting things off on their own 40. Out of the shotgun. Nice screen pass option. And Gary Squirts, the running back with a 5-yard gain. They're going to be moving the ball downfield. Again, we have 4 games going on all at the same time. We'll be cutting back and forth to scoring plays when teams are in the red zone. Squirts again for a 21-yard gain. So we're going to try to keep an eye on all the action. Any sort of scoring play we're going to show you here. Any sort of pivotal play as far as the game goes, we'll do our best to get it to you and try to follow the action with this new format. Again, single elimination tournament. We hope you've submitted your bracket to the bracket competition, which was mostly just for fun, but we're going to be keeping an eye on that as well. Gary Squirts up the middle again. 3 plays, 3 big gains for Squirts. That's a 6-yard one up the middle, and they're already inside the 30 for Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. The 8 seed out of the East South Tucson Regional, Nehemiah Nicholson. That's a new name for me. Never heard that before. For Cramblers, batting that one out of the air, 3rd and 4. This is really the first. That's the first play that Cramblers has been able to stop Rusty Pipe Jobs so far on this drive. We're going right over to Francois Creperie and Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm, and a big rush for Teddy Graham. 18 yards. They're in the red zone right now. They're inside the 5. They were in the red zone before the play began, and Graham just saw a big opening. He was hit pretty hard. Let's head back to Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. We wanted to see that. We're going to go back to the other game. They're in the red zone as well. Big diving catch. Jeffrey Phillips, 22 yards. And Rusty are also in the red zone here. No scores just yet. They're on the 11-yard line. See if Gary Squirts can continue the momentum. They're going to hand it off to him. He's going to find, and he's in for the touchdown. The first team to score in the Corso Cup in 2017 are the 8 seed Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. And it's Gary Squirts. Gary Squirts with the touchdown. Let's head back to Burns and Crackle, who are, again, inside the 20. Teddy Graham hanging onto it again. Nice cut. Oh, he lost the football. Football is loose. Francois Creperie have forced the turnover in the end zone. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Creperie, and that's a huge swing in momentum for them. And as you can see, the extra point is good for Rusty Pipe Job, and we're seeing Shifty Lou's Arcade after a bit of a problem with the quarterback. They go for it on 4th down and throw it off. They bank it off the back of the helmet of their own lineman. So Twin Towers Construction, the 3 seed, if I recall, taking on Shifty Lou's Arcade, who had a really terrible last season, so it's such a low seeding for them. And big play, caught! 25-yard catch for Antone Salas. That's a name we were saying a lot for Twin Towers Construction and their season, their amazing season. A big turnaround after being one of the worst teams in the first season of South Tucson Youth Football. They turned it around completely, and they're looking to continue their momentum as they move down the field on the 32-yard line, continuing to move. There's a handoff. And Jamiroquai James kept running, even though he was out of bounds. That's an 8-yard gain on the play, 2nd and 2. And a handoff again. He's going to look right, cut inside, and James smartly gets the 2 yards he needs. Actually gets 4 on that one. 1st down for Twin Towers Construction, just outside of the red zone, but nonetheless, moving the football very well. We are seeing nice catch. Again, Carl Neely with that one. 9-yard catch, going to be 2nd and 1. Twin Towers continue to push forward. Ernest Clayton been throwing the football pretty darn well, handing it off when he needs to. This might be a good play for Jamiroquai James. Just punch up the middle, move the chains, and give him a fresh set of downs. No, they're going to drop back and throw it. It's James with the catch, and he's in with the touchdown. Touchdown, Twin Towers Construction. Jamiroquai James catching that one. The running back with the touchdown, and there is the extra point. 7-0 for Twin Towers. Let's head back to Burns and Crackle, who had the football back once more. They nearly scored on their opening drive, but fumbled it in the end zone, and you better believe the coach has yelled and potentially physically disciplined Teddy Graham, who just threw an incomplete pass. 0 for 2 as far as throwing, but you know he is a very mobile quarterback. He likes to just keep it himself and run it like a proper glory boy quarterback. Dumps it off there. That's going to be his first successful pass, but it's for a loss of 3 to Masterpiece Theater, the running back for Burns and Crackle. Mesothelioma Law Firm. They're going backwards. It's 4th and 13. Looks like Francois Creperie will be receiving this punt in pretty good field position. Gonna head over to Cramblers, who are in the red zone now at the 15. And, Derek Garrett, 14 yards, brings him down to the 1. Nice rushing play for Garrett. To the 3. I don't know where I got the 1 from. It looked like he was down to the 1, but alas. 1st and goal for Cramblers. Stopped. Reginald Gibbs, the short down back, stopped right at the line. Big stop there. 2nd and goal. This would be huge if Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing could hold Cramblers to 3 points, which, as you know, not entirely a gimme either. However, Jose Petway walks it in for the touchdown after maybe losing his bearings. Not quite sure which way to run. And ends up just ambling it in. He actually takes a little contact from his own defender, his own blocker. But Cramblers with the touchdown, and the extra point is good. Seeing 3rd and 4, heading back to Francois Creperie. Not doing much so far with after forcing the punt. A lot of time for Keenan Copeland to throw. It's going to be 4th and 4. They might be going for it here. We might be seeing Francois Creperie going for it on 4th down. They're in that territory on the 35-yard line. Nice out of the shotgun formation, and throws it to quite literally nobody. That is questionable at best, sabotaging at worst. That is a kid who is most certainly going to be sent to bed without supper, and then not given breakfast or sent to school with a lunch, and with friends reporting on his eating habits to make sure he's not, so his parents can physically abuse him when he is caught eating. What we're saying is his parents are going to starve him because he made that mistake. Teddy Graham caught in the backfield. I'm not going to give the sack to MJ Matthews. That's a bit cruel to that young kid. Set over to Shifty Luz. Big drop back on 3rd and 5th. Nice! Herbert Lawson with a great, an outstanding juke play to get the first down. Usually when we see Herbert Lawson, we're almost expecting a funeral dirge to play. But Shifty Luz Arcade, handing it again to Lawson. He is planted right into the ground. No chance there. 2nd and 6. Shifty Luz trying to maintain this momentum. They've been moving down pretty well. Oh, Lawson taken down for only a yard gain on that one. Let's head over to the first time. We're seeing Ballet Bob's dance studio up against Danish Lou's Chutney House. That's a 6-11 matchup, if I recall. I'm going to take a look at that, make sure. Yep, Ballet Bob's the 11 seed with a 1st and goal, still scoreless in the start of the 2nd quarter of this game. And we're seeing Ballet Bob's 109 total yards to Danish Lou's 27. That should really tell you all you need to know. And they were stopped at the line. We'll head back to that one. But right now, we should check over at Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing, who are going to put it in the lead again. Pipe it down into the end zone. Birdit Moyer. That's just an evil trick to name your kid Birdit. It's 13-7. And it's going to be Brody Crowder for Ballet Bob's, rushing it in himself. And that kid gets the touchdown for the 11 seed. Looking to cause a mild upset on the 6 seed Danish Lou's Chutney House. And Danish Lou's Chutney House had a really good last season, 6-4 in the Foreign Legion. Pretty darn good season. Ballet Bob's finished the season 4-6, so that would be quite the upset. Heading over to Burns and Crackle again. Khalif Tatum with a big catch for 11 yards and a first down. Teddy Graham starting to really acknowledge the fact that he can throw the football as well as just pass it. And still no scores. Our only game with no score so far, but Teddy Graham is trying to fix that. Looking to get to that 10-yard line. He gets about 6. It's 2nd and 4 for Burns and Crackle. That he did. He did snake it in for a touchdown. And Masterpiece Theater, loss of 3. Once more, Kevin Carlton with the tackle. Francois Crapry coming in where it matters. They are putting these stops in the red zone, and that's why it's still a no-score game. That's going to make it 4th and 6. Excuse me, the graphic didn't change in time for me. 4th and 6 for them in this 7-10 matchup. And let's see if Burns and Crackle can make this field goal off the post. The defense for Francois Crapry, the 10 seed in the South Tucson Regional, comes through. They doink it off the post. Might have been that plexiglass little corner that they may have added as well, I think, to the field goals, just to make the kids feel extra bad about themselves. Heading over to Danish Lou's Chutney House, who have already moved the ball downfield pretty well. They're going to get a first down. Patrick Morales with the catch. Big boy wide receiver at the big boy play. Down to the 30 for Danish Lou's Chutney House. The 6 seed down a touchdown with 2:54 to go in the half. It's going to help moving the chains. Robbie Heron, 15 yards. Big play for Heron. And a first down for Danish Lou's. Out of the shotgun formation, handing it off to Heron again, gets 6 yards. Kind of falls forward. They'll give him forward progression.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
He is down to the 8-yard line. Out of the shotgun formation again, so that already puts him about 5 yards back further. Has the option for the pitch play, but Philip Higdon for Danish Lewis Chutney House, keeps it himself. That two-pronged attack that Danish Lewis have is very dangerous. You threaten with your running back repeatedly, and then the quarterback keeps it and just punches it forward. I think they were really looking for the end zone on that play, obviously. And Higdon, they ran the same play and no gain on that one. 2nd and goal. Marcus Cannon, great name, not one we came up with the tackle for Ballet Bob's. Outstanding name. Marcus Cannon. Marcus with a K, not a C. And big stop, Wally Cole, brought down in the backfield by Hayden Jordan. Pitch play works for Burns and Crackle. Teddy Graham gets rid of it. And it's Masterpiece Theater, 20 yards into the end zone. Big touchdown for Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm, the 7 seed. And the extra point is pending at 6-0. Oblivious Newscaster with the touchdown for Danish Lewis to tie this game up. It's a short pass, but the star wide receiver for Danish Lewis Chutney House, Oblivious Newscaster, running that slant route. Perfect cut in, and the extra point, you saw the extra point is good for Burns and Crackle. We're going to see in a second. Yep, it is good for Danish Lewis. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing right now. 1:18 to go. They're up a touchdown. They're in the red zone again, pushing on Cramblers. And they're going to move it to Gary Squirts. It's going to be 3rd and inches.
That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches for Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. I'm afraid the face mask penalty game may not work so well on this format because we're not just sticking with one game. Gary Squirts brought down for a loss of 4. Looks like they're going to bring the field goal unit up and make this a 10-point game. So if you guys want to continue the drinking game, I would recommend finding a new thing to drink during, because unfortunately face masks are not going to be featured as much here. It's going to be mostly score plays, and I'll tell you right now from editing some of this stuff, when 4 games have a lot of scoring in one half, there's not a lot of room for the non-scoring plays. So just a heads up on how this is working, but they're going to take as much time as possible to give Cramblers as little time with the football left in the half. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing came down to 22. They'll probably kick this one at about 15 seconds to go. Kick is up and good. It's a 10-point game. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing, the 8 seed, leading the 9 seed Cramblers, House of Gags and Actual Items, who are also a team that made it to the playoffs last season. Shifty Lou's Arcade are going to be on the board to end the first half with a field goal. It's going to be 7-3 there, but I think Twin Towers might have a couple more seconds, but might just run it out to the half. Danish Lou's looking to push down. 1:17 to go in that game, in the first half of that game. Big catch by Oblivious Newscaster, a 19-yard catch. Huge play, his second, and he's at 22 yards and a touchdown for that game. I'm keeping an eye on the chat. I can't acknowledge all the stuff. Big catch by Oblivious Newscaster, 27 yards and a touchdown for Danish Lewis, taking the lead after being down early to Ballet Bob's Dance Studio. The 6th seed Danish Lewis Chutney House are off to the races now. Oh, I'm keeping an eye on the chat. I am watching you guys like a hawk. I'll try to acknowledge as much as I can. Whole Lot of Kids is the bargain bank in South Tucson. It is now. I like it. Whole Lot of Kids. Come on down to Whole Lot of Kids. Or it's like an adoption agency. Just call it a Whole Lot of Kids. And Furious Cheese Plate with the return for Ballet Bob's Dance Studio. I forgot about that name. That's one of my favorite names I came up with. Minute 2 seconds to go for Ballet Bob's. Down a touchdown. Looking to tie this game up. They got 62 seconds to do it. They're going to start with a nice pass up the middle to Chip Brigham. And they're going to call their second timeout. They have 1 remaining backup players, yes. And nice run by Brody Crowder, 8-yard rush. That's going to stop the clock until the ball is spotted. They're going to opt to go no huddle with 1 timeout left. Maybe try to get a field goal, go for the end zone. They got time. They don't have to worry about wasting that timeout right now. And Devin Moyer, 5-yard catch, tackled. They're going to keep going. Clock continues to run. We're going to head over to 2nd and 2 with a hurry-up offense from Burns and Crackle. Oh, what a catch! Tristan Spurlock, the big boy wide receiver for B&C. And look at that fat kid jump. He maybe left the ground by about 5 inches. But it's a huge catch. No one's bringing him down at that sort of velocity. And Burns and Crackle could extend their lead with 24 seconds to go. 12-yard line. Teddy Graham going to hang on to it. He's got a lot of space. He got the first down, but they caught him. They clipped him at the ankles and brought him down at the 2. It's a first down, 1st and goal for Burns and Crackle. 19 seconds to go. He's going to opt to throw. No, who are we kidding? And he's taken down for no gain. 9 seconds to go. 8 seconds to go. They're going to run. They're going to try to run this another play here. They got one more timeout. They can take a chance. Teddy Graham's going to rush it himself out of time. Burns and Crackle get the touchdown. It's Teddy Graham rushing it in. 13-0. Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm taking it to the 10 seed Francois Creperie. The extra point as we head to the half in that game is good. 14-0. Ballet Bobs. Oh, is the ball loose? And it's a turnover on downs either way. And nice just running penalty kick from that defender on Danish Lewis. Just kicking Brody Crowder right square in the face. Danish Lewis might be taking this right to the half. They're going to see what they can do with 8 seconds to go. Looks like, yep, Robbie Heron, 4 yards. Going to let this one expire and go right to the half. And that is our halftime score for that one. That's the halftime for all these games. All these games at halftime right now. So let's see what they got there. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing, the 8 seed, up 17-7 over Cramblers, House of Gags, and actual items. I think we're going to go through all the actual scores right there. There you go. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. It started with Gary Squirts, and it just kept going in that one. Twin Towers Construction, not a lot of scoring in that one, but the 3 seed, slender lead, 7-3 over the 14 seed. Danish Lose, we saw them come back from being 7-0 down on Ballet Bobs. And Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm have it well in hand right now against Francois Creperie. We want to thank our sponsors, especially in this, because if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be here. Give me 1 second to fix that. There we go. Is that not? There we go. Yes. Did that work? I think it worked. There we go. I'd like to thank our sponsors, A Real Jerk Jamaican Chicken. Hey, yeah, you hear about this one guy? He runs this Jamaican chicken restaurant. Yeah, he's he makes chicken, and you can go in there and you can order the chicken. And you can ask specifically, could you please not urinate on my chicken? Because that's part of the marinade. And he just goes and he feeds people his own piss. I mean, you'd think that's kind of a sociopathic thing to worry about, but this guy's just a real jerk. And you too can enjoy the piss flavors of the marinade that you can only find at A Real Jerk Jamaican Chicken. I'm sure somewhere in the Caribbean they marinate stuff in piss. Why not? That sounds like a thing that happens. But, most places they don't. They just rub it with really nice, flavorful spices. But, in this case, you get piss. And maybe a little bit of fecal matter. Just a little flex, not a lot. On the plus side, there's Tuesdays where the guy of A Real Jerk Jamaican Chicken will eat asparagus on Monday night, so that the marinade has a special flavor to it and a nice aroma. So there you go. This guy is just a real jerk. A Real Jerk Jamaican Chicken. only in South Tucson. And that's how the live reads are going to work on this format. There we go. So there's again your halftime scores. Look at them over there. Burns and Crackle 14-0. Danish lose 14-7 over Ballet Bobs. Twin Tower 7-3 over Shifty Lose. That's a game to watch with the 3-14 big upset potentially. Start of the second half. And here we go. It's Ballet Bobs down a touchdown, starting things off with the football. Furious Cheese Plate, another solid return, over 20 yards, returning that one. Danish Lose have had a little bit of trouble. They've got 2 sacks on Brody Crowder, but they've allowed 156 yards in that first half, and that's a lot for Danish Lose, who pride themselves on that strong defense. Oh, they got to the quarterback, but he's able to get rid of it. Trey Edwards, 7-yard catch, maybe Try. I'm going to go ahead and say Try. It's more fun. I feel like any way I can mispronounce clearly a questionably spelled name, I'm going to do it. 2nd and 3 for Ballet Bobs. And nice stiff arm. Oh, he just sent that kid. He just smacked that kid right in the face. Devin Moyer did. You garbage human, Devin Moyer, smacking that kid right in the face and putting him on his ass. That kid is going to cry for at least a week. He's actually on the sidelines crying right now because of that. Oh, nice strip of the ball. Thought the catch was made. Incomplete. Number 52 for Danish Lose. Just flat out swatting the ball out of the hands of the kid. There is some serious bullying happening in this 6-11 matchup. Big drop back, and Brody Crowder is sacked for the 3rd time in this game. 3rd and 21. We're going to head over to Shifty Lose, who have a chance to take the lead in as a 14 seed against Twin Towers Construction. They're going to fake the handoff. And, oh, Clinton Underwood. Well, they saw the 4 on his chest. Maybe they thought it was a 2 for a second. Thought it was Herbert Lawson because they just tried to kill that kid. 6-yard line is the spot. Shifty Lose have the first down and 1st and goal. Underwood, a lot of time to throw, and his receiver going backwards, Patrick Welsh. That'll be a nice, so Shifty Lose Arcade, in the spirit of video gaming and the old school arcade cabinets, they actually have an arcade cabinet on the sidelines for them. It's kind of a knockoff of Donkey Kong. It's called Danky Kong. Like the first one's a D-A, and then there's K-U-N-G, and they just covered up Donkey Kong by putting him in a gi. So I guess it's kind of like Kung Fu. By the way, Shifty Lose taking the lead. Lawrence Horn with the touchdown. We'll see if the extra point is good. It most certainly probably will be. So that'll be 10-7 coming up. Devin Cotton for Francois Creperie. Yep, there it is, 10-7. The 14 seed take the lead. You know, they're going to be happy. But again, they have an arcade cabinet called Danky Kong, where they actually will lock children inside of the arcade cabinet. It's not a very comfortable experience, but they put them inside the arcade cabinet if they've committed a poor mistake or not played very well. So, you know, kids are being stuffed in arcade cabinets on the sidelines of Shifty Lose Arcade. Meanwhile, Francois Creperie, 3rd and 7, looking to get on the board. The only team who have not scored it yet. Luther Cruz, 1-yard catch, and they're going to settle for 3. It's not a gimme here. Looks like it's going to be about 28 yards. That's about the reach of these kids. They're going to make the field goal. It's 14-3. Still down pretty big in that 7-10 matchup. Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm will get the football again. Here's Cramblers. Jose Petway, 15 yards. Like he was on ice skates for a second.
First down.
And he was sent tumbling to the ground. Maybe he has a case of vertigo. Kids can get vertigo, right? I think so. I mean, you got to try hard enough to give it to them, but, you know, kids can get vertigo. Cramblers, House of Gags and Actual Items, trying to get themselves back into this game. And there's a name we haven't heard until just now. Hoo-Ha Crunch Tater, the running back for Cramblers. Maybe that's why we've been seeing them down 10 in an 8-9 matchup. The Creamy Surprise awaits the winner of that game in the second round. The Creamy Surprise on a bye week. On a bye because they are one of the 4 1 seeds. That's Vic Hart. Vic Hart with the catch. 3rd and 2 for Cramblers. They are now in the red zone. Ball is spotted on the 19-yard line. Handoff to Crunch Tater. 4th and 1. Sorry, that was Derek Garrett, the backup running back. Not sure why Crunch Tater was not opted to go with. They're going to go with this one, I think. They're going to go for it. It would be too far of a field goal. Here is the chance. And they complete the pass. Marquise Weddle. What a name for a white kid. 8-yard catch, his first of this game. And they are still alive, our Cramblers. A touchdown would make this a very tight game with a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Hoo-ha, Crunch Tater trying to make a cut. Sorry, that was Derek Garrett again. I keep forgetting Crunch Tater is not number 2. Sorry about that. Garrett, the short down back, the third down back, the red zone back, I guess. He's kind of their specialty back, I guess, not Crunch Tater. But Crunch Tater looks like he's in the backfield. And, oh, did he? Well, it took a second to whistle him down. He's going to take it down to the 1-yard line, basically the 1-inch line. 3rd and goal for Cramblers. They got to punch this one in. Crunch Tater's in the backfield again. That's probably the smartest move he can make. Actually got 2 backs back there. Oh, he's brought down with the horse collar, the incredibly legal horse collar. It is 4th and goal. TJ Cochran coming up huge for a Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. A big, big play. And Rusty Pipe Job, they have had a remarkably average. Oh, they're going to go for it on 4th. A lot of time for Petway. What are you doing? He's sacked for a loss of 7. And it's a turnover. Rusty Pipe Job, 4 and 6 in the BCC, the Blue Collar Conference. A very down year for them. But nonetheless, they are looking to make up for it in this, a knockout tournament. And Cramblers 6 and 6 after finishing season 5 and 5, winning the Big Small Business Conference. They're the champions of the Big Small Business Conference. And there is one of the reasons why. Von Drook rock punch with a big tackle on Gary Squirts as Rusty Pipe Job, 2nd and 14 now to come out of their own end zone, or basically out of their own red zone. Squirts moving backwards again. Willis Meeks with the tackle, and Cramblers strong defense on this possession. Here's Twin Towers down to the 14 seed right now, 10-7. Minute 23 to go in the third quarter. There is Jamiroquai James. He is brought down for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 on that one.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 for Twin Towers, the 3 seed. What a upset we'd see right now of a high-seeded team like Twin Towers Construction. If they were to lose, Ernest Clayton had him. He's at 99 yards trying to get over 100 yards of passing, and his receiver did not give him any sort of help there by basically allowing it to deflect off his hands rather than to squeeze them together and make the catch. He's going to double off to Jamiroquai James. 1 yard is all they can get, and it looks like Twin Towers are going to try to tie this game up with a field goal attempt. Looking at about 22 yards on that field goal attempt. Kick is up, and it's good, and we have a tie game in what is, I think, a pretty surprising result right now. 10-10, Twin Towers Construction and Shifty Lou's Arcade. That's a big defensive stop for Danish Lou's, forcing the turnover on downs. Brody Crowder had to just throw it to literally nobody. And Danish Lou's starting things off on their own 35. There's Heron, no gain. Actually lost a yard on that one. And we're going to try to keep an eye as these games get closer and closer to their completion. We don't have only 2 games that are within a score of each other or tied. But we're going to try our best to stick with the games that are close. We'll keep an eye on any sort of scoring plays, whatever is important right now. But right now, Danish Lou's Chutney House, 3rd and 11. Ballet Bobs have a great chance to get this football back. We're going to head over to Rusty Pipe Job, who are in the red zone, trying to extend their lead even more so on Cramblers. And the House of Gags and actual items. Nope, they look like they're going to gag today. If this continues, it was broken up. That was nearly another touchdown. 2nd and goal. makes the catch. Jarvis Crowell, 7 yards. It's 3rd and goal for Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. Looking to help solidify 3.5 minutes ago in the game on your screen right now, the 8-9 matchup. And you can see they're already starting to use the clock. And Phillips just throws it out the back of the end zone. He must have saw the blitz coming. He got hit anyway. And that's an uncomfortable way to hold your partner, your teammate up in the air by straddling him between his legs and just pulling him up by the groin. So, looks like Rusty Pipe Job are going to kick the field goal and make it a 13-point game. 3:16 to go. What? And let's head over to Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm taking on Francois Creperie. That is a 7 seed versus a 10 seed matchup. Burns and Crackle going off for a big run. That is Masterpiece Theater, 14 yards. Much better half for Masterpiece Theater, 62 yards on the game and a touchdown. So that's a decent stat line for that kid. And Teddy Graham's going to hang on to it and take it up the middle for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Teddy Graham, 73 yards and a touchdown for himself. So, again, when you're looking at a running back like Masterpiece Theater and you have an offense where Teddy Graham likes to just hang on to it and rush it himself, these are great stat lines. If you can kind of keep pace with your quarterback, then that's a good day for you. Teddy Graham off to the races, 10 yards. First down for Burns and Crackle. And let's head back over to Ballet Bob's. There's a face mask. Lavelle Inman. Face mask penalty. And Ballet Bob's have moved into the red zone. Thanks to that face mask penalty. Brody Crowder within a touchdown, and he's going to get the touchdown. Hassan McMillan with the catch in the end zone. Brody Crowder puts Ballet Bob's back into this game. It's going to be tied pending the extra point. Cramblers going for the end zone. Diving catch. Huge play. Vic Hart is the king of hearts in that play. Diving out. Huge catch. 43-yard touchdown. Extends his young, frail body. His bones brittle, dangerous play, and the bumps and bruises may never heal, but the glory will live on forever. Cramblers are within a score of tying this game up. It is 20-14. Rusty Pipe Job still have the lead. Twin Towers in the red zone right now. They're inside the 5 out of the shotgun formation. See if they can take the lead as the 3 seed. Bobby Holloway, 3-yard rush. Gonna take it down to the 1-foot line basically, and they're gonna kick a field goal with just under 3 minutes to go. And the 3 seed with the slimmest of margins over the 14 seed. Gregory Gay with a catch for Danish Lou's Chutney House, who are trying to respond immediately. 4:03 and ticking left to go in that game. Tied up in a 6-11 matchup. The 6 seed Danish Lou's on the attack. And the ball is loose. The fumble. And they're off to the races. What a block. And he's off. Ballet Bobs are going to take it to the house. And this crowd has just been silenced with a defensive touchdown for Ballet Bob's Dance Studio. And I'd like to point out that someone did note that there was a big sign that says, "This ain't ballet," from one of the Danish Lou's fans. The camera did cut on our feed over to a sad-looking fan, a shocked, sad-looking fan with the sign that said, "This ain't ballet." They really are just focusing, especially on the kids, when they focus on the sad fans of the home crowd. But they're kind of shocked. Here's Francois Creperie trying to make a game out of it. They're going to air it out, and it's incomplete. Keenan Copeland just not having a good day. Francois Creperie, rough day today. Here's Rusty Pipe Job already back on the attack, back on offense, and it's Gary Squirts with a lot of room to run. He is shoved just pounced out of bounds. 18 yards. Let's see that hit again. He's going to just get sideswiped. Boom! And Rusty Pipe Job looking to just put this one to bed. The fans were getting a little on edge when they saw that beautiful play by Vic Hart for Cramblers. They'd be a little happier if this was a 13-point game rather than a 6-point game. Squirts. Oh, what a heady play by Gary Squirts. 11-yard rush on that one. And he had a guy hanging on to him, another kid hanging on to him for at least 5 of those yards. Gary Squirts. I mean, is there anything this kid can't do other than kind of, remain continent? Tyrell Grigsby. Well, one thing he can't do is score the touchdown. They're going to make Tyrell Grigsby punch it in as the short down back. It's a much more comfortable lead again for the 8 seed. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. They're leading Cramblers by 12. Here's Keenan Copeland, the touchdown to Ayo Kemp for a big score for Francois Crapery. I think they're down by 5. They're going to have to go for. Well, Rusty Pipe Job are going for 2 as well. That's why. And they're going to get it. It is now a 14-point game. Here, let's see if Francois Crapery have the same luck. Copeland gets it. It's a 3-point game. Here's Shifty Luz trying to take the lead once more. 1:40 to go. Oh, it was almost picked off. It was 4th down. It's a turnover. Twin Towers maybe taking this off. Here's Francois Crapery with an onside kick. And it goes right to Burns and Crackle. Buster Bergstrand with the return falling on that football. No gain on that one, but they're not going to care. They just want to keep the football. We'll keep an eye on that one. That one is sure to be over, I think, if they can just run out the clock. Here's Danish Lewis Chutney House trying their best to tie this game up. They're going to run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Danish Lewis. Philip Higdon, the quarterback, rushes in it himself. It's a 1-point game. 2:33 to go in this game. Extra point is good. Tie game in the 6-11 matchup. Danish Lewis Chutney House. Ballet Bob's Dance Studio. And let's see, a lot of time left to go. Ballet Bob's will get the football back with half the time of the fourth quarter left. Let's see what they can make of it. And there's going to be a flag, most certainly for it. Yup, a face mask. Everybody drink. Let's see what Cramblers can do as this game is nearing its end. It's 4th down. They're going to have to go for it. 4th and 10. Can they make something matter? Nope. Jose Petway is just going to get sacked for a loss of 8, and that will surely bring an end to that game. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing, the 8 seed, will move on to a second-round game against the champions, the Creamy Surprise. It'll be the Creamy Surprise versus Rusty Pipe Job in the second round. The 8 seed takes care of the 9 seed Cramblers. Meanwhile, we're going to take a look at some other games. Yep, that'll be the end of that one. We're going to look over at Ballet Bobs, who are moving downfield. There's 1:13 to go in that one. They're already on the 34-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Brody Crowder. A lot of time to throw. 4th down. It's a turnover with 1:07 to go. Danish Lewis have a chance to regain the lead. It's been back and forth. This has been the most exciting game of our first session, I have to say. It's all tied up. We got 2 more games that are within a score. I believe Twin Towers have, I believe that's a final score as well. I think Twin Towers Construction have defeated Shifty Luz Arcade. The 3 seed hangs on just narrowly to take out the 14 seed Shifty Luz Arcade. Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm, I believe, have defeated Francois Crapery. They're going to hang on to that one, 14-11. Philip Higdon, a little extracurricular there. I think he just kind of gave him a little bit of a clothesline after the play. So this is the only game going on at this very moment. We've got 3 big games for you in our second session. Only 3 because the other half of these brackets include a first-round bye for the Creamy Surprise as the 1 seed. That's what we're going to see in the first round. Each of our broadcasts will have 7 games. We'll be bringing them to you like this. 4 in the early session, 3 in the late session. Then we'll have second round coverage as we whittle our field down to 32. And very soon, only one team will emerge as Corso Cup champions. Oh, hit him in the tough part of the body, the hands, and he couldn't hold on to it. 4th and 3 with 5 seconds to go. Danish Lewis Chutney House are going to punt this football. And they got to hope that enough time is going to pass. Yep, it's going to be it. This is going to be the final play of regulation. Blair Maynard was caught and tackled. We're going to overtime. I can tell you this is the only game in overtime. All the other 3 are final scores. So we're going to see Danish lose. Are going to be on offense first here in overtime. As always, overtime rules, very similar to college football. Starting at the 25-yard line. And your opponent must match or beat your result with 4 downs and 10 yards to go. Of course, you can, score or turn it over. So 2nd and 10, Danish lose. The pressure is on. They got to start strong. And he is sacked again. 3rd and 10. Higdon is brought down. No gains so far. 3rd and 10 for Danish lose. If they are unable to score on this, then Ballet Bobs can score for the win in the first overtime period. It's going to be 4th and 10. It's an incomplete pass, almost picked off, which would have immediately changed possession of Ballet Bobs, and they could again have scored for a win. They're going to try to kick a field goal. It's going to be a really far one. We're talking 40-plus yards, and no surprise. Just want to make the kicker feel really bad about himself. That kid is going to be crying, thinking that it is all his fault, even though he was never expected to make that kick. But that's not what his coaches are telling him. They're telling him, why didn't you win the game for us? Why didn't you, you sad, sad little boy? And he's crying. And it's sad. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that youth sports have some expectations, and this is one of them. And the kid's crying, but I'm sure the parents just dragging him in full gear off the field to the car, no doubt to further discipline him. And he won't even get to watch the end of this game. He may not want to, as Ballet Bobs. Oh, there's a flag. Brody Crowder brought down. It is a face mask. Everybody drink. And Jarrell Wood making the huge mistake. Well, they may be forgetting about the kicker, because Jarrell Wood just gifted Ballet Bobs a 1st down and 15 yards. They are inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line with a fresh set of downs. And that's a loss of 3 there. 2nd and 13. For Ballet Bobs. I gotta say, Danish Lewis not making this easy whatsoever. And 3rd and 4 for Ballet Bobs, with Moyer making the 6-yard gain up the middle. Here's 3rd and 4. They only need to kick the field goal to win this game. They don't need the touchdown. They can go for it. They're going to dump it off, and another flag on the play.
Personal foul.
Oh, another face mask. Danish Lewis are shooting themselves in the foot. Credgen Duplex commits the most absent-minded penalty he could possibly make. He commits the face mask, makes it half the distance to the goal line, and they have it from the 5 with a fresh set of downs. And 2nd and goal. They can just happily run it up the middle, line up a straight shot field goal, and win this game. Look at those yards. 222 versus 228. It's been a dead heat in this 6-11 matchup. 3rd and goal. They could not care less. I think Ballet Bobs would be happy with a 24-21 win in overtime. Just as much as they would a 27-21 win if they were to go for the touchdown. 3rd and goal. They're going to try for it, though, I think. And Crowder is going to keep it inside the hashes. Oh, no. Oh, Crowder is down. He looks hurt. Well, it's a good thing they're going to kick this field goal and hopefully, for their sake, win this game because Crowder looks like he is in a bad way. We'll see if we can get an injury report. Never mind that. The kink is up and good, and it's good. Ballet Bob's Dance Studio win this game 24-21. And you know what? You can just go ahead and cancel that injury report. I'm sure there's no family that are listening that are concerned about Brody Crowder's most certainly debilitating injury. Well, they put him back on the field to walk and limp off as the player of the game, but he is in a bad way. There are your final scores. We're going to go through them for you right here. The Ballet Club, outstanding. Well, there are your final scores across the board. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing, the 8 seed, out of the BCC, take on Cramblers, and they got the win. So they are setting up a matchup with the Creamy Surprise in round 2. Shifty Lou's Arcade made it a close battle, but they lost to Twin Towers Construction. The 3 seed moving on 13-10 in that close one. It was an overtime win. Our first upset, Ballet Bob's Dance Studio, the 11 seed, moving on, knocking out the 6 seed Danish Lou's Chutney House out of the Foreign Legion. And Burns and Crackle representing the BSB, the Big Small Business Conference. Well, they move on, taking out Francois Creperie, the 10 seed. But we got a couple more games to come. 11 and a 6 seed, a 3 and a 14, and a 2 and a 15. We'll run down these games for you right now. It's going to be the Porno Shop taking on Nothing But Borscht Food Truck out of the West South Tucson Regional. The winner facing Twin Towers Construction. Big Paul's Mexican's Car Wash, the 2 seed, and Big Greg McMuffin taking on Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium. And Autopsies by Candace, the 14 seed, facing Bully Factory. Children's MMA, the number 3 seed. So there are your games. There are your games coming up. And I think we're going to be going to them in just a second. Again, the Creamy Surprise have a first-round bye, so you'll only be seeing 3 games. There they are. All 3 games. We'll be going back and forth to all those. If Porno and Borscht joined forces, they'd be a Porscht. Damn it, that's really funny. I'm so angry at that. We're going to start off with Bully Factory, Children's MMA, and Autopsies by Candace. The winners of this game will face Ballet Bob's Dance Studio in the second round. Oh, is that a fumble? No, they're going to say his hand went forward. Markel Stevens, lucky to only give up the sack. It's 2nd and 10, or I guess not the sack even, the incomplete pass. Bully Factory on defense starting things off. Does that food truck serve hamburgers? Probably not. They serve borscht. And Autopsies by Candace, the away team, the 14 seed. Looking downfield, incomplete. That's 0 for 3 so far for Markel Stevens. And they're going to punt as Bully Factory forced them to go 3 and out. Let's go over to a lot of pink and purple in this game. Nothing But Borscht going to be forced to punt. And we're going to see the Porno Shop taking that one from inside their own 30. And Pedro Gaither with a 11-yard return. Ron Mexico, of course, the quarterback for the Porno Shop out of the American Freedoms Conference. If you just joined us, that is in fact a bye, an actual just bye, a first-round bye for the Creamy Surprise as the 1 seed. That'd be great if BYE was a team, but nope, that's just what's happening because 4 teams get a first-round bye because we only have 60 teams in South Tucson Youth football. Here's Big Greg with the pitch play and a flag. They're already in the red zone. Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash.
Baseman. Defense.
Can add 15 yards, or excuse me, 10 yards to that penalty.
Still first
It's going to
down.
be half the distance to the goal line, moving it down to the 10-yard line. First down for Big Paul's, first and goal. A nice face mask penalty. Big Greg McMuffin, the quarterback for Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash. Hands it off to his running back, Marshall Koch.
Brings up second and goal.
3 yards already, 18 yards for Koch. Got 5 on that one. Second and goal for Big Paul's. And Big Greg's going to hand on to himself. He's going to amble in, thinking about bacon the entire time. Touchdown for Greg McMuffin. Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash take an early lead, 6-0. They are the 2 seed, facing the 15 seed of Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium. Extra point is good. It's 7-0. They are the first team to strike here in the second session. This wrote O-line on their chest. This is for Coach O-line, the offensive line coach for Big Paul's, Norman O-line. Here's autopsies by Candace. Second time with the football. Bully Factory unable to do anything when they had the football. Autopsies by Candace got up to the 50-yard line, but not much. Second and 10, not much beyond that. See if Stevens can do anything. Oh, he is sacked for a loss of 8. Hakeem Doucette with the sack. And that kid just plants autopsies by Candace's quarterback right into the turf. And any harder, he would have actually exposed his organs. Appropriate enough because like an autopsy. Dumps it off, short pass, but 4th and 15 after only a couple yards on that one. Here's Ted's Jonas Brothers.
Call it a gain of 13 yards.
Rushing that one for 13 yards.
First and 10.
Jonas Brothers, the quarterback for Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium. They're moving pretty nicely downfield. They're down 7. Trying to respond. There is a 6-yard catch for Ramon Bowie. Ramon.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the 24-yard line, here comes Ted's. Fakes the handoff. Jonas Brothers looking for the end zone. Caught Emmanuel Weeks, 25-yard touchdown. Brothers is 3 for 3, 44 yards, and now a touchdown. It is potentially a tie game, and that is nothing but Borscht punting out of their own end zone and not even clearing the 20-yard line. The Porno Shop have taken over in the red zone, and they could potentially score very quickly. There's a catch and a first down. Everett Irons, 12 yards, first down for TPS, the Porno Shop indeed.
First and goal.
It's a classy establishment, the Porno Shop. And they're going to just keep pushing forward. There's a flag on the play. Oh, someone got taken down. I think
Personal
Schoolboy.
foul. Face mask. Defense.
They did Borscht the punt. Lance Petway committing a face mask penalty. Normally a 15-yard penalty. They're only going to give him 1 on that one because it's half the distance to the goal line. So here come the Porno Shop. And they are going to be stopped at the goal line. Charlie Atkins unable to do anything on that play. Big stop by Nothing But Borscht, the food truck. And Porno Shop going to hang on to it. Oh, pitch play. Charlie Atkins gets in the end zone. And, of course, finisher tackles well after the play is whistled dead. Tackle in the end zone. The Porno Shop lead this game 6-0. As you can see, Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium tied it up with the extra point. TPS are going to kick the extra point, make it 7-0 in this, the 6-11 matchup. Twin Towers Construction await the winner of that one. And here's Bully Factory. First time we're going to actually get to see them with the football. Goose Marshall, the son of Ralph Marshall, hands it off to literal garbage for the 4-yard gain, rushing it right up the middle. 2nd and 6 for the Bully Factory. And that's going to be Hassan Sands, 8-yard catch for a first down. Bully Factory, the 3 seed. I believe they just missed the playoffs last season. Jordan Brown keeping things rolling for Big Paul's. They're inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. And 2nd and goal on that one. No gain, incomplete pass. You know, Big Paul's finished the season 8-5. 8-5 after making a nice run in the playoffs. Jordan Brown with the touchdown. Greg McMuffin, he's caught for one, he's run for one. Or he's run for one, he's thrown for one. And Big Greg with a big touchdown to give Big Paul's another lead in this game, 13-7. Big Paul's Mexican's Car Wash made it all the way to the semifinals of the playoffs. They are awarded with a 2 seed.
That makes it 3rd and 3.
I gotta say, if you are just noticing now that the logos are always upside down, welcome to South Tucson Youth Football. In an appropriate fashion, the porno shop with a gang bang tackle on K.O. Pectate, the quarterback for nothing but borscht. 4th and 14, and that's going to be a rough punt situation for the guys from borscht. We're seeing little garbage out with back spasms like you see typically in an 11-year-old. He'll be back soon, though. I'm sure he'll be fine. Tell him to rub some dirt on it. Give him some Tucsonade. Desi Grigsby with a 2-yard catch for Bully Factory. So they'll be having to force to throw a little bit more. Leave that football in the hands of Goose Marshall, the often disgraced son of HCL veteran Ralph Marshall. Nothing but borscht at the punt. They pinned the porno shop pretty far back inside their own 20. So let's see what happens. Not a lot going on right now as they start the 2nd quarter of play. Here's Ron Mexico. Finds an opening. Oh, converged on. Oh, that looked like a nasty hit. That was just a sandwich of a hit. 3 guys, 3 kids coming in on Ron Mexico. And you may not have a dog in that fight, but Ron Mexico is someone to watch in this tournament if the porno shop can keep it going. And here's Bully Factory getting a first down, moving the chains relatively easily on autopsies by Candace. Marshall looking for that pitch play. Oh, he opts to keep it, and he loses 2 yards. I think his running back would have been useful there to use the option play. But nonetheless, Bully Factory, 2nd and 12, an opportunity to take the lead. No score in this, another 3 versus 14 game. Marshall almost picked off. I think the pass may have gotten deflected, or his arm might have gotten held. He got the pass forward, but it almost went right to a defender. I think the defender was just so shocked when the football came to him, because that was not the normal trajectory of it, that he just could not even catch it. And they pay for it. Hassan Sands, 14-yard catch for Bully Factory. They're down to the 3, and a 1st and goal for Bully Factory Children's MMA. Second and goal, literal garbage. Loss there. See the handoff, and they read that play perfectly. Probably just needed to go straight up the middle as opposed to left or right. But alas, 2nd and goal, Bully Factory. Goose Marshall fakes the handoff. Oh, stops and is brought down for a loss of 1. His father is not going to be happy about that. And here comes Bully Factory. Marshall back to pass again, throws. Oh, into traffic. It's 4th and goal. 7 for 16, 41 yards. This is what happens when your father insists on calling a pass play every single time. Field goal units coming out. They had to convince Goose Marshall. They had to convince the team not to let Goose Marshall kick the field goal. And that's why Bully Factory take a 3-0 lead. Slender early on in this game. 3:37 left to go in the first half. So let's see how the Autopsies team is going to respond. A huge return, 64 yards, Bobby Carey. Almost, and Rusty Brown for nothing but Borscht was in the end zone at about the same time. You can see, taking some cuts there, 20 plus yards. And a quick scoring drive for nothing but Borscht. Only 3 plays, and they have tied this game up with the Porno Shop. 7 apiece.
Back to return.
Here comes the Porno Shop. Oh, trying to get off for a run there. Pedro Gaither, 31 yards down to the 50. 2:54 to go in the first half of play in this, our second session of day 1 of the Corso Cup, the 2017 Corso Cup. For those unfamiliar and may have joined us late, the Corso Cup is a brand new South Tucson youth football invention to bring us more football in the times when these kids should really be resting their bones and their brittle muscles and skeletal structures. Instead, we're just going to trot them out there and have them play some more games. It's a single elimination style tournament, much like the NCAA tournament. There is a bracket. The teams have been seeded based on the performance in last season. They've been matched up. This is currently the first round. We had 4 games conclude earlier on. There are 3 games now, and the Creamy Surprise, along with the other 3 1 seeds. What a catch, Everett Irons, 35 yards. Lays out for a big one. 1st and 10 for the Porno Shop, looking to take the lead. The 4 number 1 seeds are given buys to the second round because we only have 60 teams as opposed to 64. And those number 1 seeds are, in fact, 1-800-BUY-A-DAD, The Creamy Surprise, Hootenanny's Country Western Daycare, and Taxes Roadhouse. Lance Blanco with the catch and the touchdown. So Autopsies by Candace taking the lead in another 3 versus 14 matchup. Ballet Bob's Dance Studio await the winner of this one. And what a story it would be if it would be an 11 versus 14 match. Here's the Porno Shop. Raw Mexico inside the 5. Pitch play and takes his time on the run. Charlie Atkins, if he actually had anywhere to be, he'd have gotten in the end zone there.
That makes it 3rd and goal.
Switch.
Raw Mexico brought down for a loss of 3. 4th and goal. Porno Shop, where it matters, is going backwards after moving on the field with such ease, with such a great series of plays. They got sloppy, and they're going to have to settle right now for 3, it looks like. The field goal unit is up and out. 1:23 to go, clock continuing to tick. They'll use as much of this clock as they can before the halftime. Here, this kick is not going to go off before a minute to go. Kick is up and good. The Porno Shop take a 10-7 lead over nothing but Borscht. And Desmond Burton with the touchdown for Big Paul's, extending their lead. Greg McMuffin is now thrown for 2 and rushed for 1. He's having a great day, is Big Craig. (21-7) the score of this. The 2 seed Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash want to put this game to bed early. They're taking on the 15 seed Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium. That is Magisterial Tuna for the 22-yard return. Off the kickoff, 45 seconds to go in the half. And we're seeing some close games. Autopsies by Candace, the 14 seed. Putting a little scare on Bully Factory at home. 7-3. Porno Shop up 10-7. And, of course, this game, Jonas Brothers. Incomplete pass. That's the first incomplete pass that Jonas Brothers has thrown all game. 7 for 8 now. 2nd and 10 for Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium, opting to go with a shotgun, spreading out the field. A lot of wide receiver options. That's going to be a 2-yard catch. Danny Fritz. As the clock strikes 30 seconds left in the half. Teds are going to have to really move it down field. No, Jonas Brothers sacked. Loss of 6. Here comes the punt unit as Big Paul's call their timeout. Their 2nd of 3. That punt's going to go all the way inside the 40. And a flag on the play, which not only stops the clock, it moves the football even more, and it makes everyone even drunker.
Still first down.
When the question is, did he run into his own guy and fall, the answer is probably. These kids are dumb as hell. But, you know, they're good kids. They're good kids. Marshall Kalk, 5-yard catch. There's no way. Could Big Paul's put even more points on the board? They're going to try. This might be the last play of the game. Nope, they're going to call their own last timeout. 2 seconds to go. They're going to try for it on 3rd down. Maybe take one shot at the end zone. See what may materialize. Big Paul's really trying to just put this game out of reach. They're going to throw. Oh, had someone open in the end zone. Overthrew it. But at the halftime interval, it's going to be Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash 21. Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium 7. 3rd and 6. Big catch by the Porno Shop. Raw Mexico airing it out. Dan Bonner, 69-yard touchdown. Nice. What a catch. What a play call by the Porno Shop. They drew it up. He got the extension, he caught it, and then he went right to 69. What a play. That might be the play of the game, of any of the games. The play of the day, perhaps. 17-7. Porno Shop just extended their lead to 10 as nothing but borscht. Ed Lexus Williams with a 15-yard catch, or 15-yard return, excuse me. 3 seconds to go, probably enough time for one play. We'll see if they just kind of take it easy and take it into the half. Take it into the locker room, down 10, with a chance to regroup, but nothing but borscht. KO Pectate gonna air it out. Oh, deflected and incomplete. That'll bring an end to that half. 17-7, the Porno Shop leading over Nothing But Borscht food truck. The Porno Shop, the 6 seed leading there. The only upset in the making is potentially Autopsies by Candace, the 14 seed, up on Bully Factory Children's MMA, 7-3. We've seen this before from Bully Factory. They just have these moments where they just cannot hold it together. But we saw the Porno Shop come alive late in that one, 17-7. Big Paul's trying to put it away handily. They don't have much of their hands full at all. Bully Factory, however, have their hands full with Autopsies by Candace. That would be some upset if we saw it. It is now time to thank one of our wonderful, wonderful sponsors. Without them, we wouldn't be here. Carrot Lovers Vegan Snacks. Okay, the copy here says, read it in as breathy of a voice as possible. Okay, need some water for this. Let's see if I can do this. If we have any sleazy sax music, that says it's a bonus. Hey there. Do you hate meat? Does the thought of anything that's been farm raised or coming from Mother Earth just disgust you? Do you need a vegan treat? Do you need something that is vegan friendly, that can just get crammed right into your mouth and swallow the wholesome goodness of the vegan lifestyle? Well, you don't need meat at Carrot Lovers Vegan Snacks. We have all the nutritious, wonderful snacks that someone who holds the vegan lifestyle can ever desire. Your hottest desires are made from fantasy into reality at Carrot Lovers Vegan Snacks. Also, you can try some samples in the back room and also have sex with one of our employees. Wait, what? It fucking really says that. Holy shit. You can fuck one of the employees at Carrot Lovers Vegan Snacks. Wow. I mean, I thought it was just all double entendre, but apparently you can fuck one of them. Well, that changes the business model pretty quickly, doesn't it? Anyway, all right, Carrot Lovers Vegan Snacks. It'll make you uncomfortable in one way or another. Sure will. But that's Carrot Lovers Vegan Snacks there in South Tucson, and yeah, that's thanks to them, because without them, the Corso Cup would not be possible. Whew! All right, back to the games in just a second. There are our halftime scores. 3 games to conclude here on day 1 of the Corso Cup. And, yeah. Let's go to our upset in the making as fog is really starting to fall in on the Muni here for Bully Factory. Not nice weather there. Cortez Cross, great name, not one of ours. With the return, see if Bully Factory can start things off with the football and make a statement that they are not going to go take this lying down. Matt Curtis, 10-yard catch, just short. They're going to spot it just short for 2nd and inches. That horse collar may have been what saved the first down. 2nd and inches for Bully Factory. Looks like that's literal garbage. Line up right behind. No, that's going to be their backup, Deontay Hayward. 2 yards up the middle, but enough for a first down. And Bully Factory continuing to move the chains. A lot of time to throw for Goose Marshall. He's got someone he's got Hayward, who just dives right in with no regard for his spine, neck, or ability to walk, and gets hammered. The running back making a big catch there and getting a first down. Hayward continuing to lead with his head, just no regard for his own well-being. That kid has a death wish. That young 12-year-old child is just putting his neck out there, quite literally, and potentially having it broken. Goose Marshall is going to be brought down for no gain. I don't know if they're going to count that as a sack. I think he went for a rush there. Leslie Mooney with the sack, or with the tackle. 3rd and 3 for Bully Factory, so their momentum could just be stopped if they cannot get 3 yards on this play. They're going to get it and then some. We'll get back to that game because right now Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium are moving downfield pretty nicely. And that is Jonas Brothers brought down. 3-yard gain. They continue to move the football. 3:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. For Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium, down by 2 touchdowns. Looking to make a game of this. Big Pauls would like it very much if they did not. But that's going to be a huge first down, taking him inside the 15. Rufus Bauer, 12-yard catch. And Ted's down to the 12. That's 100 yards of passing for Jonas Brothers. 10 for 11. That's a heck of a stat line and a touchdown. Brothers is going to hang on to it. Oh, had the running back wide open for the pitch play. Darryl Jolly gets to him before he can even use the option. 2nd and 12. And let's keep an eye on what Ted's is doing in just a bit. Meanwhile, Nothing But Borscht Food Truck are in the red zone, down to the 5, out of the shotgun. K.O. Pectate. A lot of time to throw, and he's got a receiver. Ike Brooks, touchdown Borscht. It's 17-13, and they're going to kick the extra point to make it a 3-point game on the Porno Shop. This game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. We could have a very tight one down to the wire again. 17-14, the Porno Shop, the 6 seed, continuing to lead this over the 11 seed, Nothing But Borscht, but only by 3. Here's a 4th and inches play. Jonas Brothers on 4th down, punches it in, touchdown Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium, and they have brought it back to a 1-score game. Here comes the extra point. Ted's Baby Clothes down only 7 to the 2 seed, Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash. We'll see what Big Greg can respond. Here's Goose Marshall moving it pretty down and throwing it. I think he was aiming for a fan at that point because Goose Marshall had no one to throw it to, not even anyone on the sidelines in a uniform that he could have mistaken for someone on the field of play. So 2nd and 10 from the 15-yard line. Bully Factory trying to take their first lead of this game. Excuse me, their second lead of the game. They did lead 3-0. And that's going to be very helpful. Victor Myers, a 12-yard catch for a first down, 1st and goal for the Bully Factory. Goose Marshall throwing a lot, 17 for 28. 28 pass attempts with 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. That is a lot of throwing when literal garbage can just get a yard. I was going to say punch it up the middle, but didn't quite get the touchdown there. It's down to the 1, 2nd and goal. They got a couple chances to do this, to take the lead with a touchdown. Handing it to Deontay Hayward, and just as I say it, gets the touchdown. Bully Factory leading again, 9-7, looking to make it 10-7 with an extra point coming up. And the scoring is coming quick, fast and furious, as you will. 10-7 right now, the Bully Factory, the 3 seed, leading the 14 seed Autopsies by Candace. And I think I just saw, I'm going to go ahead and say that those kids in the crowd had Bully 'em on the rallying cry of the Bully Factory. Bully 'em. And there you go. You see how they bully 'em by just flattening that return, that kick return. Here, see how Big Greg can respond with a first down, just marching the team downfield. Ruben Royale with cheese. And they're down to the 21. There's Big Greg again, taking a big drop back and incomplete pass. Head over to Nothing But Borscht, who are responding once more by making their way into the red zone again, trying to take the lead in this game against the Porno Shop. Rusty Brown, 6 yards up the middle. So far, the Porno Shop have not proven they can stop Nothing But Borscht lately on defense in this half. 1:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Rusty Brown again. Oh, sorry, it's Irvin Fontaine. 3 yards. 3rd and 1 for Nothing But Borscht. Here's Nothing But Borscht. K.O. Pectate takes it to the right side, his own. Touchdown, Borscht. Taking the lead for the first time. Nothing But Borscht Food Truck are leading 20-17 over the Porno Shop with 1:15 to go in the third quarter. Extra point up and good. Make it a 4-point game, 21-17. KO Pectate marching his team downfield and looking for the upset on the Porno Shop. Here's Melvin Blanco. 11-yard rush. And first and goal for Big Paws. We wonder how they were going to respond to that second touchdown from Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium. Well, this is your answer. By marching right downfield and potentially scoring another touchdown. Here's Blanco. Got some time to move. Touchdown, Melvin Blanco for Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash. They lead 27-14. They've extended this lead to more than one score yet again with 25 seconds to go in the third quarter. Extra point is good. It's 28-14 for Big Paul's. And Magisterial Tuna, 14-yard return. See how Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium can respond to being put under pressure, and they respond by getting sacked. Landon Roach sacking Jonas Brothers on that one. Didn't even see him coming. He had two defenders who just kind of watched as Roach went and took out their quarterback. So there's some little bit of animosity within the team. Maybe the kids are just just not liking each other. Kids are like that. They're dicks. And Nitro Shaggy, 2 yards. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter of play. Autopsies by Candace trying to regain the lead. Robbie Kraft losing a yard on that catch. 2nd and 11. They're already in the fourth quarter of that game. Bully Factory, the 3 seed, hang on to a slender lead. And a little bit of teabagging from the Bully Factory on the receiver. And Steve Bradley with the catch, his first. 15 yards, big catch, moving downfield for Autopsies by Candace. We got a lot of ground to make up, down 3. 4 minutes to go left in this game. They dump it off short. Enough for the first down. Great play call. Lance Blanco, 13-yard catch. Here's KO Pectate hanging on to it and getting driven into the ground for a loss of 1 by Cedric Black. Big tackle on a big boy quarterback. Just plants him into the ground. Like running into a giant marshmallow. And they dump it off again. Rusty Brown, 8 yards. 3rd and 3 for the Borscht truck. Nothing but Borscht. That's going to be a first down. He's off to the races. Gabriel Gutierrez. 23-yard catch. Great play. Just no one around him. Just perfectly called. Enough space to make the catch. He's got the entire sideline to turn his body and hug the sideline, and they had to bring in the safety to make the tackle. Here's Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash. Big Greg going to get a first down and a flag, most likely for a face mask.
Face mask. Defense. Still first down.
And Big Paul's, here we go. Under 3 minutes to go. They're already starting to kill some clock. First and goal. They've got a lot of time to kill. Melvin Blanco tackle for a loss of 2. Second and goal. Big Paws will take all their time to kill this clock, put this game to bed, save the energy of these players, keep them from getting hurt. And Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash look to be setting up a game against Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm in the second round with a win. And Big Greg fakes the handoff, is going to saunter it in himself. Touchdown, Big Paws. It's Greg McMuffin. 34-14, 2:12 to go. Well, you can kill the clock, or you can just pile on more hurting to these kids and just assure that they will cry. Here's the porno shop trying to take the lead. Ron Mexico doing it himself, 11 yards. 2:43 to go in that game. I think we can say the Big Paws Ted's Baby Clothes game is well in hand, I think, for Big Paws and Big Greg. But the porno shop marching down, trying to take the lead and win this game. Going to be a 10-yard catch for Lee Caps. TPS not getting the first down. It is 2nd and inches. Clock continues to tick. If they could time this right and get a touchdown at the very end of the game, that would be absolutely heartbreaking for the kids in the Borscht truck. Oh, they fumble it. The catch was made. It's a turnover. Nothing but Borscht out of this football with less than 2 minutes to go. That is a crucial error and a big play by Nothing But Borscht. You know, I don't even think it's an error. I think he just took a huge hit. That kid stuck that helmet right into the arms, possibly fracturing an elbow, most certainly loosening the ball to the point that it was on the ground. And the Borscht truck are one step closer to winning. Here is Bully Factory going for it on 4th and 9. With less than a minute and a half to go in this game. They're going for it from the 35. 4th and 9. This is a huge play. Goose Marshall. Oh! Rutabaga Casserole deflecting it for autopsies by Candace. And with a minute 13 to go, 73 seconds, autopsies by Candace could pull off a huge upset by knocking off a 3 seed in the first round. This would be amazing to see. Only one game in our early session did the higher seed advance as an upset. That was Ballet Bob's, the 11th seed over the 6 seed Danish Lou's Chutney House. We're seeing it potentially again with Nothing But Borscht currently leading the porno shop. Here's Big Paws and Ted's. Ted's are in the red zone. We said we'd always show red zone coverage. They get it, and scoring plays, and Emmanuel Weeks making it a little bit more respectable score. 54 seconds to go. It is 35-20 for Big Paws. Ted's with a fairly meaningless touchdown, unless you're gambling, which, of course, if you're watching South Tucson Youth Football, you most certainly are. Make it 35-21. And so as it stands, in games with one score, with a one-score difference, Bully Factory hanging on to it. Here's a... Oh, there's going to be a flag on the onside kick.
Illegal touching.
Yep, no way it went 10 yards. That's going to be... Wait a minute. Oh, no, it's going to be Big Paws football. I was going to say, did they not get the football? I don't think that's the case. So Big Paws are going to try to just ice this one, take care of this game. And Marshall Koch force Ted's to use all their timeouts. That one's fairly in hand. Here is Autopsies by Candace. 3rd and 3. 35 seconds to go. They're on the 46-yard line. 46 yards to the end zone. They just need a field goal to keep this going. And it's overthrown. 4th and 3 for Markel Stevens. This is the game. They have used all of their timeouts. They need to go 3 yards to keep this game alive and try to potentially score a huge upset. They get the first down. Art Tate, 25 seconds. The ball is not spotted yet, so the clock stops until the ball is spotted. 25 seconds to go. They're going to keep going. Autopsies by Candace. They still are not in field goal reach yet. Oh, it was almost picked off. Jeffrey Ware batting it down to the ground. Couldn't hang on to it. Breaks up the play. 18 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. This is a crucial point in the game. This is probably the closest score, the closest game we've got of this session, so we're sticking with it. Catch is made. Another first down. Art Tate again, 22 yards in 2 catches. Those are his 2 catches in this game. Amazing. Markel Stevens, solid line of stats. 133 and a touchdown. Autopsies. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they knelt the ball there. That was very strange. I don't think they did because the clock stopped, so they may have been an incomplete pass. Another drop back. Oh, it was deflected. Colton Wagner. 5 seconds to go. 3rd and 10. They're going to try one more time before kicking a field goal. I don't know if a field goal is even possible at this point. They've got to move the football. Overthrown with 1 second to go. Are they going to go for it, or are they going to kick the field goal and send this into overtime? They are not going to try the field goal. They're going to try to win this right now. It might have been too far of a field goal. It would have been at least 30-something yards. They could not get it. It's a turnover, and in heartbreaking fashion, Autopsies by Candace will not be able to keep this game alive. They go for the win, and Bully Factory Children's MMA hang on to a nail biter. 10-7, the final score of that one, and that is it. All of our scores are in. Big upset. Nothing but Borscht Food Truck taking out another 6 seed to drop. That's 2 6 seeds losing to 11 seeds in the first round. The only other upset of this day. There you see it. Nothing but Borscht, 21-17. Big plays by Nothing but Borscht. Ron Mexico couldn't have done it. And Nothing but Borscht have Twin Towers Construction to meet in the second round. Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium put up some solid fight, but Big Paul's were too much for them. They get Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm in the second round. Autopsies by Candace, we saw it. Heartbreaking finish. Bully Factory will move on and take on Ballet Bob's Dance Studio in the second round. And the Creamy Surprise, of course, have a first-round bye, so we already know that one. It will be Creamy Surprise versus Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. That is it. We're going to recap all the scores for you one more time. There you see it in the West-South Tucson Regional. Shifty Lou's Arcade losing to Twin Towers Construction. The Porno Shop dropping to Nothing but Borscht. And there you see, again, the brackets, the way they line up in the second round. Twin Towers and Nothing but Borscht in that one. Final scores of that one are early game. Ballet Bob's Dance Studio in overtime, beating Danish Lou's Chutney House. A heartbreaking one for the Midwest South Tucson Regional. In that one, they see Bully Factory Children's MMA, and maybe they're feeling confident. Maybe they think they can take on Bully Factory, who just did not look that impressive in that first round game. They got the win, but just barely. Burns and Crackle looked pretty good. 14-11, they defeated Francois Creperie. They have a big challenge coming up in the South Tucson Regional with Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash, the 2 seed, the juggernaut led by Big Greg McMuffin. And we had Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing handily defeat Crambler's House of Gags and Actual Items. They get the Creamy Surprise, the defending champions of South Tucson Youth Football in the second round, who get a first-round bye by being a 1 seed. Folks, that is it for us. Thank you so much. We'll be back tomorrow around the same time for more first-round action in the Corso Cup.